Hello, I'm Chris, welcome back to FRAG-MENTAL. Last year I did a list on the best men's fragrances of all time as voted for by the public, but there's been a new vote, so I'm interested to find out if these really are the best men's fragrances of all time. This is a public vote as conducted by the website Fragrantica, so all you lovely people out there who visit that website and have placed your vote, this list is your doing, so let's find out what's on it. I'm interested to see how it differs from last year's list, if at all. I do own all the fragrances on this list, but it will be interesting for you to see how many you own and to decide if these really are the best of all time. Starting off with the 10th best men's fragrance of all time. This is a new entry, it wasn't on last year's list. I am a little bit offended though, because this is the only Tom Ford fragrance on the list, and I love that brand. This is a damn good one though, Ombre Leather. I am surprised this one isn't a little bit higher in the list. I feel like it's a very popular fragrance. I smell a lot of people wearing this. It's gotta be a bestseller for Tom Ford. It strikes the perfect balance between it being a potent fruity leather scent and also having that wearability factor. Smells amazing, you're gonna stand out, you're gonna get noticed with this one. Another new entry, and this is the first of only 2 niche fragrances on this list, although many people claim this does smell more designer than niche. From Parfum de Marly, it's Layton. Again, no surprise this is on the list, it's extremely popular. Many claim this is their favourite from the house. Very easy to like spicy scent with excellent performance. Personally, my favourite from the house is Carlisle, but Layton is definitely more versatile, so I can see why this one has made the list. Really great scent. This next one was number 9 last year, but it has moved up the list, and rightfully so. This definitely deserved to be higher than number 9. I mean, it's only number 8 now. I think it could still go higher, but I'm glad it's moved up. It is the crazy good Spicebomb Extreme. I get a little bit nervous about this one. It's been around for a few years. It smells sensational. As far as I know, it's never been reformulated. I get a little bit twitchy when a fragrance is this good and it's been around for a few years, because as we know, sometimes the best fragrances can just randomly get reformulated or even worse, discontinued. Hopefully that will never happen to this fragrance, because it's definitely one of my favorites of all time. Is it time to get ahead of the game? Is it backup bottle time? Here's the second niche. It slipped all the way down from 4 to 7. Is the power of the king slipping? Creed's Aventus. Very popular for a reason. It smells dope. It is in danger of being a bit overplayed, mainly due to the many clones. And that's just Parfums vintage. I feel it in my bones that there might be another Creed release brewing. And I'm gonna put myself out there and make a prediction. I think Creed are going to release a stronger version of Aventus. Aventus Intense or Aventus Extrait. Maybe as a way of Creed addressing all the batch bitching that's been going on over the last few years, possibly. What do you think? Aventus Intense, is that something Creed would do? Is that something BlackRock would do? And yeah, I think it is. Tell you what, Creed, if I'm right, you have to send me a free bottle. Deal? Deal. And you're all witnesses. I just made an ironclad deal with Creed. Up one spot from last year, it's Nuit De Long. Very nice offering from YSL, crowd-pleasing, wearable, versatile. This 2023 formulation is beast mode. Seriously, this is nuclear. This is gonna rock FRAGCOM. It's the Nuit De Long we've all been waiting for. Okay, I'm lying. I love this, it's just not the longest lasting. It's all right if you're popping out to the shops for half an hour. It's maybe gonna get you as far as the baked beans aisle, then you're on your own. Naked, no fragrance. No hot checkout person will be complimenting you on the way out, because that happens to me a lot, I'm telling you, like all the time. You could always dive into frozen foods, have a cheeky respray, then you're golden. More compliments than beeps at the checkout. If you love fragrance as much as I do, head over to my online store, luxparfum.co.uk. You'll find my favourite brands, plus brands you can't find anywhere else in the UK. Link is in the description. Climbing up one spot from last year is Dior Parfum. This is a masterful creation of iris, leather, woods and florals. Very bold scent with lots of weight and gravitas behind it. Love to wear this if I want something mass appealing yet also statement making. If you could bottle confidence, style, charm and a little bit of attitude, it would be this. Also moving up one spot from last year is quadejo Profumo. This is a quintessential, fresh, modern, masculine smell with those gorgeous aquatic vibes. My favourite fresh scents are the ones that build fresher notes on top of darker notes. In this case, it's incense, which just seems to swirl around all these fresh and herbal notes and effortlessly binds everything together in a really smooth way. Yeah, this one is an absolute banger and definitely deserves a top 5 place. Like last year, this next one was in the top 3, but it's slipped down a little bit. It's moved down from 2 to 3. Terre. Stone cold modern classic, full of freshness, full of depth, oranges and vetiver combining to maximum effect. This is a fresh, clean fragrance you could wear all year round. You can't go wrong with this unless you're not really into fresh, clean fragrances that you can wear all year round, and then I guess you would go wrong with this, but it's a good one. Up a place from last time is another fresh, stone cold modern classic, Bleu de Chanel EDP. Really love Terre, but I do slightly prefer this one. So for me, this being in number 2 aligns more with my preferences. Like quadejo Profumo, this one pulls off the trick of combining fresher notes with incense. You could argue this is not the most exciting scent, but sometimes you just need a solid, dependable, and this one ticks that box. In fact, it gets a really big tick. Maintaining its position at the very top of this list is the incredible Dior Homme Intense. Strong blast of powdery iris and woods, absolute masterpiece. It's classy, it's sexy, it's modern, it's exciting, it's crowd pleasing, it's a lot of very good things. Is it the best men's fragrance of all time? It's hard to call it because some of my favourite fragrances are intertwined with memories and experiences like Enigma and Reflection, and fragrances that have this emotional weight are always going to trump those that don't. As we know, it's also personal. If I strip away all of that and focus purely on smell alone and no other associations, yeah, I can get on board with this being voted best of all time. What do you think? How many off this list do you own? Let me know in the comments. There were a couple that weren't on this list that I really enjoyed that were on last year's list. Dior Fahrenheit was missing from this year. Tom Ford's Oud Wood wasn't there, but we did get Tom Ford's Ombre Leather, which I really love as well. I guess I can accept that. That's it from me. If you like this video, you know what to do. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you do all that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.